What up, guys? My fellow chuds. Jason, Rip. Good to see you guys. Oh. What's this? Why is it not? Oh. No, why it's not playing. Oh, I'm trying to go over here. Oh.
Debate or die， 大笑笑的满地打滚。
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that, buddy. I just noticed my connection's crap right now, so hopefully it's not buffering, but it looks like I'm losing a lot of frames. I tested it before I went live and it was fine, and now it's just horrible. Hey, what's up, Chris? It looks like it's kind of picking up, so let me know if it's buffering for you guys. Might have to do this later tonight, but I'll give it a little while and see if it picks up. Hey, Randy, what up, man? Good to see you. It's kind of sporadically jumping up and down and losing getting a lot of drop frames, so we'll see. Just give it a minute. Hopefully getting gigabit soon, so it shouldn't be an issue once they install that, but I don't know when it's going to be. I think I missed something in the chat. What did Rip said something? Oh, Snipe J. Is he streaming the debate right now? I watched a little bit of it earlier, just like a few minutes, and it was right from the beginning. It was really funny, so I figured watch it on stream. Here for my training, only 3 minutes though, so make it quick. Yeah, and Andrew could learn something from this debate, that's for sure. Good to see you, Moldy. Good to see you, Carrie. Thanks for coming by the live. It was great to see you. Yeah, man. You should do those more often. All right, so I guess it's okay. I don't know. I'm losing a lot of frames, but Jay is streaming the debate. Oh, dang. Didn't notice that. Well, thanks for stopping by here. Appreciate that. Jay obviously is having some commentary. Yeah. Yeah, well, don't expect high tier commentary from me.
I'm retarded?
Hey, Tony. What's up, man? Wow. I'm honored that all you guys are here watching this instead of Jay. I didn't realize he was streaming it too. So yeah, let's watch a little bit of it.
Alex Jones, it's good to finally meet you. I've been watching your work for, it's been like a couple decades. Well, yeah, since I was a kid, I've known about you. Been watching your podcast appearances on Joe Rogan, and now you want me deported from my country. So let's start with that. You challenged me to a debate. I think it's important to start with some of the claims you made. Is the audio okay in here, guys? Can you guys hear?
I hear you loud and clear, Sneako.
There's no echo. Okay, so you want me deported from America for exercising my First Amendment rights. You're making the face, a shock face. This is what you said. You said deport now, and then Elon Musk, the trillionaire African migrant into America, who's bringing in tons of H-1B visas. He said, yes, he wants me deported as well.
Well, to be clear, I wasn't making a shock face. I was enjoying my iced tea right here in Texas. So I was gulping it down. No, I did say that, and Elon agreed with me on that viral post of your viral post. And here's where I stand on that. Obviously, I was saying that more rhetorically because we have separation of church and state in the United States. I've read the Quran twice. It is a battle manual about to take over the world.
So you don't actually want me deported from America?
Well, hold on. Can I? Listen,
I do.
You want to do 3 minutes and I'll do 3 minutes because we're debating.
No, ask me a question. Sure. I won't interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean, here's the deal. Orthodox Islam is expansionist. Orthodox Islam in the Quran promises to take over the world. And we have separation of church and state in this country. And we have people saying every household will be under this. That's not the same as the New Testament saying every knee will bow to God when they finally see God. Okay, so my issue is you're jumping around all crazed doing throat slitting motions, saying F you, basically, I take it as America, and saying you will go under this. We're going to take your cities. We're going to dominate you. And I've seen thousands of imams say all this, and if you don't convert, we're allowed to take your women and use them as slaves and all the rest of it. It pisses me off when somebody says I'm going to plant my flag up your ass and we're going to dominate you, and then there you are, an American with an American accent saying that. It's even more horrifying to people, and it basically starts a war. So I'd love to see a reformation in Islam like we had in Christianity back when some of the Catholics were trying to force people to follow what they said, or they would burn them at the stake. Okay, so Islam needs a reformation. I don't want to be at war with Islam, but there are 50-plus Islamic countries. Most of them are 99% Muslim. There's only a few Muslim countries where Christians can live in peace. Islam is expansionist. That's why I'm against Israel. It's expansionist. It is elitist. It says greater Israel. It sees everybody.
Give me 1 second. I just need to step away for just a minute. I'll play something. Well, it'll only take a minute. When your son gets caught on camera stomping an old lady's head into the pavement, robbing a gas station at gunpoint, or shooting up a playground, don't worry. We'll make him the victim. Our team of elite race lawyers will explain how systemic racism, slavery from 400 years ago, microaggressions, and the police officer's tone of voice are the real criminals. We specialize in turning the most savage, indefensible acts into powerful stories of oppression that bring CNN anchors to tears. We successfully defended clients who beat their girlfriends to death. She triggered his generational trauma, carjacked a mother in front of her kids, economic anxiety, shot at police. They made him feel unsafe. Some of the benefits for our clients include immediate celebrity status, GoFundMe millions, and lifetime excuses for any future behavior. Some of the benefits for society include burning cities,
terrified neighborhoods, and the growing realization that accountability be racist. Next time your loved one gets caught in the act, don't call a public defender. Call victimhood defense lawyers, because in America, it's never our fault.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back. All right, let's get back to this. Hey, Mella.
Else is subhuman, at least Ben Gvir in the leadership of Israel. And so I'm opposed to Israel and its expansionist supremacist activities. I'm against Islam's expansionist supremacist activities. And I'm against the Chi-Com expansionist activities. I'm against the left's pedophilic Hollywood expansionist dominance, imperial.
Is Alex Jones, I don't keep up with Alex Jones. Is he like suddenly anti-Zionist? Because he never was before.
Operations. I don't want America to be imperial. I've been against all these expansionist wars. Even though I didn't like Maduro, I said I think we'll probably just put communists back in. Now they want to overthrow Cuba and put the communists back in. So I'm against all of that. I'm against imperialism, not from some leftist angle, but from George Washington's angle of not being involved in foreign entanglements. So that's where I stand on all this. And when somebody declares we're coming for you and we're going to dominate you, I said deport Piers Morgan back in 2013. It became a national story whenever he said, we're going to take your guns. And I said, if you do, 1776 will commence again. So anybody trying to take my guns, anybody saying I'm going to convert to Islam in all your homes, anybody telling me that they're going to stick their flag up my ass, I'm going to tell them, if you want to fight, you better believe you got one. Go ahead.
All right, you said a lot. I mean, what flag? The difference between Israel as an expansionist state is that that's a actual country. I have allegiance to America. This is my country. Said many things, and let's stick to this original claim. You said deport now. Where am I going to go if I'd be deported?
Well, I mean, there's 50 plus Muslim countries. You could go to Iran, you go to Sudan, you could go to Egypt, you could go to Afghanistan, you go to any of those shitholes. You could go to Pakistan, where they're marrying 9-year-olds. You could,
There's child marriage here in America, but how would I be deported to a country that
you could go to Medina? You go to Medina and 30 black
right,
men.
But that's
could,
not deportation. That's immigration, like Elon.
You could go to Medina and 30 black men could ride you. Oh my goodness.
Musk coming over here. How would I be deported?
That's in the Quran, by the way.
Deported to a country that I'm not from. I was born here in New York City.
Yeah, I mean, sneako. My point was rhetorical, saying that we need to deport that ideology and we need to not submit
you don't
to
deport me. You want to deport Islam.
What I'm saying is that jihad and dominance of our culture needs to be opposed at every level. I obviously didn't mean literally put you in a cannon like a clown and shoot you, over to a Muslim country. And I said I meant it as an allegory. You also said that I was trying to get vigilantes to kill you. I said my snake or black widow analogy was not talking about violence, but why I have a phobia of pouring gasoline on myself and lighting myself on fire, or jumping off a 5,000-foot cliff, or playing with black widows in my hand, or playing with rattlesnakes. You have those phobias because it's a natural.
Not Alex's biggest fan, but he is still kind of funny. Oh yeah, I think he's hilarious. But yeah, I'm not a fan at all. I mean, I wouldn't say at all. I agree with him on some things, but I don't know. I hate it when people are like, "Oh, he's a Fed," but I don't know. I think he definitely could be, or at least or at least working for the John Birch Society, which is like a libertarian kind of like conspiracy theory libertarian think tank group.
It's dangerous.
You're scared of me?
I am absolutely scared of giant hordes of third world populations that keep women as slaves and
you
get
said
9-year-olds
me. You said you
pregnant.
want to deport him now. You're scared of me individually?
I am scared of being a cuck and laying down the people that declare their superiority and their supremacy
I'm scared of being a cuck.
over me, and you are following Orthodox Islam and are openly announcing we will dominate you, we will control you. So you follow the Quran. You believe?
Well,
I should either have
let's
to pay
talk
the
about
tax,
the clip I said.
Pay the Jesus, pay the
Let's
tax.
be specific
or
about what
have
I
my
said.
head chopped off. Which way is it? Is it in the Quran? I pay the tax, I convert to Islam, or my head's chopped off. Which one is
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say it. You said you read the Quran twice. It doesn't say that.
I can show you 1,000 imams reading the hadiths of the Quran. No, there's 3 things.
Hadiths are not in the Quran. You clearly haven't read it if you think hadiths are.
I'm pretty sure he said hadith and the Quran, not in, but whatever.
In the Quran. So because you don't know about Islam, let's talk about
Muslim scholars. You're saying Islam doesn't say you convert or you pay the tax or your head gets cut off.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let's talk about what I said because you don't know about Islam.
Hey, everybody, take clips of this and then show 50
Sure,
imams saying it, and then show the hadiths and then show the Quran.
Alex, maybe you've seen a lot of Facebook posts and it seems like you're getting a lot of boomer propaganda. Let's be specific about what did I say? Because you just made up a bunch of things I didn't say. You said I'm coming to stick a flag up your butt. I'm here to dominate. I didn't say any of that. What did I say? You
said we're going to take over every house.
I didn't say that.
Take
That's
over
not
the
true.
cities.
I said in Christian language something similar. I don't know what type of Christianity you are. Every knee will bow, every tongue confess. I said, inshallah, the whole world becomes Muslim. I believe I have the truth. I want goodness for the world. I want you to have the truth. Christians want other people to become Christian too. Why should I hide? Why should I act like I don't want goodness for other people? Of course, inshallah, do you know what this means? If you read the Quran,
God's will.
What is inshallah? God willing. So it's not up to me. It's not up to any force. It's not up to anybody forcing you and converting you with the sword and threatening.
Oh, yeah, Islam never does that. Hey, Muslims always bitch about the Crusades. Were the Crusades a response to 700 years
I
of
gotta say, so far, Alex Jones is cooking him.
Muslim invasion? Did the Muslims take Spain and put over 2 million women into slavery?
Well, if you want to talk about Christian expansion, we can too. But in the Quran, it says that you don't force anybody to convert. People willingly accept Islam. Nobody is trying to spread it by the sword. I want people to hear the truth and accept it. That's why I say, inshallah.
What the hell is enchiladas?
Pay the tax or have your
Good
head
one,
cut
Rip.
off.
That's
Convert,
good.
pay the tax or have your head cut off.
You don't know about Islam, so you should avoid this stuff. And let's talk about what I said.
You're just hoping people don't know. I do know. You didn't think I knew what inshallah meant. I know what all that means.
Yeah, but you said that I'm trying to force it and stick a flag up your butt. I didn't say any of this stuff.
Dude, you were going, fuck you to the camera. You were sitting there.
You want to know why I said this?
Whose throat you going to slit? You're like, fuck you, we're taking over.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Like with the Muslim invaders.
We're taking over?
On their Zodiac boats with Soros. They're
What's the Muslim population in America?
And then you got the, 200 to
This eventually gets to a point where Alex Jones is just basically trolling him, which is
Muslims rape
really what I wanted to see, but I'm not sure where in it is. So
and stabbing and murdering people all over Europe and running over people
200 to 1.
And,
even according to Tommy Robinson on the Epstein list, the majority of pedophiles in the UK are white Christians. It's not even the Pakistani grooming gangs that
there
they're
are
pushing.
no doubt there are a bunch of pedophiles in the UK.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt that
according to Tommy Robinson, it's predominantly white people.
And pick the little girls up and put them in dog cages.
Okay, before we get all heated, let's talk about what I said. Okay,
Takia, he's become a real Muslim. Yeah. Hey, chillax. What's up, man?
A lot of things, and you're spreading a lot of. It seems like you don't really know about Islam. What I said was God willing.
Okay, see that's a throwaway line. That's just saying, oh, looks like you don't know. You're like, what do you?
Dude, play it all? Yeah, I will.
What does inshallah mean? You sit there, and what we're going to do with this is, Sneako, is we're going to take what you said, we're going to show the Quran, we're going to show the Hadiths, we're going to show the Imams.
Absolutely.
Top ones
show the Quran
on
and Hadiths.
International
Go ahead.
Islamic
yes,
TV.
Read the Quran.
Saying
read the Quran.
You convert, you pay the tax, or we cut your head off.
Okay. Sure. There's 2 things here. So you're afraid of an Islamic takeover of America, right? And you're saying the thing I said, F you. Do you know that I was banned from Australia? The game that I was at, you said this was an Allahu Akbar rally. This was a World Cup game. Egypt was playing Australia. Egypt beat Australia. I'm happy. Australia banned me. Do you want to know why, Alex? Similar things that happened to you. Attacks. Australia banned me. They said I was too anti-Semitic and I was too critical of Israel. They listed a bunch of reasons in an email saying that I criticize and that I'm anti-Semitic, and they revoked my visa. So
I'm convinced Muslims are Mexican. Enchilada, taquito. Come on.
when Egypt beat Australia, I'm like, oh no.
I mean,
It's too bad.
Sneako does look kind of Mexican.
Because the government applied pressure, the news was all upset, and I have a personal vendetta with that. That's what that was about. I wasn't here trying to threaten you. If you were scared, that wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to scare you. Second, if you think there's an Islamic takeover of America, what is the majority of the immigration coming in? Because you spent your career talking about globalism. What's the percentage and where is the majority of the immigration in America coming from? Do you know, Alex?
Coming from, let me tell you, it's coming from Latin America. And then it is coming from Asia. It's coming from Africa. It's coming from the Middle East. It's coming from India.
The majority is coming from India, from China, and from the southern Mexican border. India is predominantly Hindu. China is predominantly atheist. And Mexico predominantly Catholic. So if you're afraid of immigration and you want to protect your demographic, then the Catholic invasion coming in from Mexico, that should be your concern. Muslims make up 1.3% of the American population.
Here's the difference.
There's no takeover. Nobody's here trying to usher in Sharia law.
Convert to Catholicism. You know, India was 3 times the size it is 1,000 years ago, and it was Buddhist and Hindu. Now the big.
There's a ton of Muslim Indians. It's not. I mean, I think it is still predominantly Hindu, but they have a huge Muslim population, and a lot of the ones that come here are Muslim.
And you've got Kashmir and all those areas of Pakistan used to be India. The Muslims take over everywhere they end up. The Quran is a battle manual. How to take over towns, get violent, run everybody out, take over the next town. Are you denying that?
You're avoiding the real question. Is there a real threat of Islam?
So I'm going to ask you again. You didn't answer my question. I answered yours. Were the Crusades a response to 700 years of Muslim invasions of Europe?
It was conquest back and forth between different empires.
No, it wasn't conquest back and forth. The Eastern Empire of Rome, Constantinople, fell, 600 years ago or whatever. That was Muslims with giant cannons that they bought from Eastern Europe.
This is a false equivalency. There's no caliphate right now. There's no Muslim. What Muslim empire is going to take over America? Where's the caliphate today? Where's the Ottomans? It doesn't exist. You're saying they're going to stick.
Let me explain
what
how this
flag
works.
are they going to stick up?
Does he wear that picnic blanket thing on his head? I have no idea. I don't watch Sneako at all.
But
my family background is Protestants, okay?
But probably Mel.
Okay.
So on my mom's side of the family, the Greshams, who went back to England and then invented the stock exchange, a bunch of other stuff, but they were Christians that came over here, and then they owned a bunch of stuff and were rich in New York. And they met with Andrew Jackson when he was president down at the Hermitage in Tennessee.
All right.
And he said, I want Western expansion, it'll be after I'm out of office. And he said, I want you to, because you're volunteering, I want the Gresham family to sell your holdings, bring in, they accepted the plan that they came up with. My ancestors engineered the Texas Revolution. Took them 10 years. They came in with 2 ships at Galveston, had shootouts with the Jesuit priests. A bunch of people got killed. One of the ships got taken. The other ship got in. They went up the river to Washington on the Brazos, started bringing in Protestants out of Tennessee, Alabama, and Virginia. Took them 10 years to set up the operations.
Froze.
And
Video froze.
And then we basically started a fight with their dictator, Santa Anna, a decade later, and launched the war. So that's what these Islamists are, too, is they're coming in as the foot soldiers to prepare the way for the takeover. And the government of Islam is Sharia law.
The government
and
of
they're
Islam.
pushing their Sharia law.
Which government?
That is the governing system with the Shiites and particularly the Wahhabis, that is 80% of
Those
Islam.
are completely different. Wahhabis and Shias have nothing
That's
in
what
common.
I just said. I know.
The
Shiites are
government.
19%.
So you think Iran?
The Shiites are 19%.
You think Iran is trying to take over America?
The Wahhabist Sunnis are 79%, and then the rest 2% is Alawites and a few other groups. I know all that.
Okay, where is that happening? Where is that spreading in America?
I didn't know the groups of Islam.
What
I'm saying is, in both major branches of Islam, but particularly in Wahhabist, it is the Sharia law down to the local imam that is the governing system of Islam. So is Iran. It is the Islamic Republic. The rulership is through Sharia.
What is Sharia law? What is Sharia? What does that mean?
Sharia law is the governing system of Islamic control
what does Sharia
and the
mean?
3 forms of jihad.
What does Sharia mean?
Sharia is the Islamic law.
It means law. Sharia means law.
That's what I just said.
In Sharia law, if you're a Muslim
You
and
keep
you
trying
live,
to act like I don't know about Islam. I know all about it.
First off, let me explain.
I nailed every one of your little factoids.
No, you didn't, because Sharia means law, and
What
under
I said it's the Islamic law. You just said, Sneako, when I said it's Islamic law, then I'm wrong. It's bullshit.
Okay, relax, Alex. We're just getting started. Sharia means law. Under Sharia law, Muslims are supposed to follow the law of the land. Nobody here is trying to change the Constitution. In fact, it seems like you are, because you think that I should be deported for exercising my First Amendment rights. We have freedom of religion here.
You are either you're super ignorant.
We have freedom of speech. Under Sharia law, you obey the law.
I got thousands of top imams saying we will make you take Sharia law. I got them at the state houses in Congress.
Where?
Everywhere saying you're going to adopt Sharia law.
Where are you seeing in America? The imams are trying to spread Sharia law in America. Name one.
My God, they have.
Yeah, and Tikkun Olam means heal the world.
Name one imam. Name one imam.
Sorry, guys. I drank a lot of coffee right before I started, so I gotta run to the bathroom real fast. Let me play something else while I go. This will do.
Vote Harder 2028 Campaign Upgrade Kit. For the delusional conservatives who still believe if you just vote a little bit harder, the brown tidal wave replacing your country will magically stop. You've been saying 2 more weeks and trust the plan for 8 straight years while your neighborhood's turned into third world shitholes. You're not a patriot. You're a compliant little voter cattle who keeps showing up to the slaughterhouse because some retard on television told you this time it'll be different. Side effects include pissing away your entire paycheck on grifters who laugh at you, watching your bloodline get erased in real time, realizing you're too cowardly to do anything except click a button and cope, and still thinking the next election will finally save you. Keep voting harder, champ. They love how easy you are to pacify. Vote Harder 2028 Campaign Upgrade Kit. For the delusional conservatives who still believe if you just vote a little bit harder, the brown tidal wave replacing your country will magically stop. You've been saying 2 more weeks and trust the plan for 8 straight years while your neighborhood's turned into third world shitholes. You're not a patriot. You're a compliant little voter cattle who keeps showing up to the slaughterhouse because some retard on television told you this time it'll be different.
All right. Sorry about that. Cooking dinner and listening. What's up, Blake? These infomercials are great. I hate them, but but it gives me something to play when I need to step away. So I think they're kind of cringe. They need some more work.
Who's trying to bring Sharia law in America? Where?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Name
I'm
one.
live on your.
Tell me. You said you know 20,000.
Imams called for Sharia law in America.
You said you know 20,000. Can you tell me an imam who wants to bring Sharia law in America, please?
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
Okay, you just want to just be stupid now because you don't have an answer?
No, I mean, my God. Listen, we're going to take this.
that's you don't have an answer.
You do it for us. Take this clip and then show them. Don't go too much. You just have 15 imams say it.
You don't even know one.
City council,
You don't even know one person that's trying to bring Sharia law here. Ron DeSantis parades around, hey, we're banning Sharia law. Texas, we're banning Sharia law. Alex, why do you think they're doing this? Is it because there's an actual threat of an Islamic invasion, even though they're ushering in H-1B visas, even though Elon Musk, who's also calling for my deportation, is bringing in hundreds of thousands of Indians, even though he says that white men are dumb?
Let me tell you a story.
No. Before you get into a story, this doesn't make sense because you also...
Islam's not expanding. You're right. There's
it's
no
not
threat.
expanding in America, and you have provided no evidence.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
The reason that you're buying this propaganda is because they're pushing this to try to justify the war that you oppose. Are you not against the Iran war?
No, it's true. It's true. first thing you said that's true is the Zionists, Israel First, Likudnik, Ben Gavir,
just say Jews, the Jewish supremacists.
No, that particular, that's the dominant group running it.
Jews.
And then most of the billionaires there, we're talking about, oh, God, I'm hiding for the Jews, covering up
You
for
said
them.
Chi-Com, so
I love how I oppose the EU tyranny. I oppose big tech tyranny. I oppose the Chi-Com tyranny.
No, you don't. You support it. Elon Musk is big tech, and he's there calling for deportation just like you. You allied with Elon Musk. He is big tech.
I cover all of that. Now, the point is getting back to this because you don't want me to nail you down on this stuff.
No. I'm telling you that you are echoing the propaganda of the people that you pretend to be against.
I know. I knew all you would do is claim I'm echoing Zionist propaganda. I'm going to explain something to you. I can be against a cobra. I don't want to be put in a cage with 10 cobras or 10 vipers. I don't want to be put in a cage with 10 water moccasins or rattlesnakes. So if Israel's a cobra and Islam is a viper, you're saying, oh, you're against a viper, so you're for the king cobra. And that is not. I am 100%. I did a 4-hour show today and spent 2 hours on Israel trying to take over our military and intelligence and being listed as the top national security
threat. And how do they brainwash Americans to support their cause?
But you raise this claim. Let me finish. It's a false equivalency, apples and oranges, to say if I'm worried about expansionist Orthodox Islam, that then I'm covering Zionist propaganda. The Zionists have been successful with many boomers and people saying, you must support Israel, and Christian Zionists support it.
How do they get support?
Let me finish. Or you're for Islam. I am not one of those people. I am saying Islam is a threat to the West, and so is the greater Israel
You haven't
project.
had any substantial evidence to show that Islam is a threat in America. You said no. You said Durka. You don't even know who's trying to bring in Sharia law here. And again, you haven't even disagreed.
Okay. You want me to go to X or anywhere or Google?
Well, if you had some actual stats, 1.3%
oh my God, 90% of the refugees, the invaders in Europe that are Muslim or military.
Okay, are we in Europe or America?
80+%
Are we in Europe or America?
Stay on welfare.
First,
oh my God, I can show 50 videos a day of Muslims stabbing, shooting, killing, stabbing babies. Are you running people
stabbing
over with
babies?
cars?
Are you saying Ben Shapiro talking points? Okay,
one of the Muslims' favorite things is to find a baby carriage and stab them.
But here's the mistake you're making: is that people like Elon Musk support the wars that create the immigration. If you want to protect the demographic, then don't repeat their propaganda.
Oh, I did not support either one of the Iraq wars. I didn't support putting the head of Al-Qaeda in charge of Syria.
Well, you supported the Venezuela regime change, and now IDF soldiers are in Venezuela right now. You wanted Venezuela war. That was a big mistake.
You're not listening. That's not what I said. What I said was, in practice, under gunboat diplomacy, Barbary policies and precedent, and the Monroe Doctrine, because they're involved in our politics, they're in our hemisphere, and because they're a communist dictatorship, you could say that this would be a legitimate thing. But I don't trust that they won't put in the communist and have a dictatorship, which they put the vice president in, and now they want to do that in Cuba, arrest Raul Castro, but then put the communists back in. I don't believe the U.S. should do regime change and then not have free and fair elections, so I said I'm against it because they will
So you oppose Venezuela regime change. Good. You did?
What I just said was, I said if they had free and fair elections.
I talked about it like the day that it happened, that on stream, that Sneako is right about that one specific thing, that Venezuela was 100% for Israel.
But they won't. So then I said that I would not support it. Yes, that's
well,
what
I'm against it. And it was, I was proven right. And there's now IDF soldiers there. They're taking over $2 billion worth of oil. Was sent
that's
directly
like
to Israel.
IDF is training ICE. Where's the evidence of that? Now,
I didn't even say that's not what I said.
The IDF is in Argentina, and that's one of the biggest Jewish populations, and they are trying to take the property and the government over, and because I think they may sacrifice Israel to create World War II scenario victim playing.
You're saying a lot of things. Let's get to the core issue, right? Okay, so you want to protect the demographics. You don't want an invasion. You don't want foreign influence, right? Our country is dominated by Jewish.
I'm a Christian American nationalist, and white people are demonized by the left, by the Red Green Alliance, by Israel and everybody, and I'm sick of it. White people are 7% of the world population. Anglo-Saxons are like 2%.
There's no point in
and
just
I
preaching.
am sick of being run over.
Okay.
And everybody that's declared war on us, I'm saying, okay, then.
You think I
If
declared
want a
war on you?
And you want to declare
You think
war?
I declared
don't care if
war?
you're Israel. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you're a Chicom. I don't care who you are. You want to fight? You fucking got one.
Okay, so your
fucking games are over.
You want a war? You want a crusade? Now
you're don't worry. You're gonna get one, pal.
You're gonna okay. Then well done. You just played into the hands of the Jewish
That's right.
supremacists
No,
controlling
don't
our
worry.
country.
It ain't gonna
well
be.
done.
No.
That's what Elon Musk wants you to do.
It's gonna
Alex.
be cultural, so you can sit over there and fuck your daughters, and you can sit over there and
You're
marry
chipping out
fucking
now.
7-year-olds,
You're chipping out.
and you can sit over there and fuck little boys.
You're chipping out.
Get your shit out of here.
The predominant demographic in Europe, I told you, was white
bullshit.
guys. It's not. This is
500,000 girls groomed by the Islamics.
250,000 was the estimated number. You just doubled it, and that's complete.
Alex is definitely at his best when he's getting really angry.
No, it's 500,000 now. They had it in Parliament. And here's the other thing.
500,000 estimated. You can look at the report.
We know Keir Starmer protected him. We know the British leadership are a bunch of I exposed that 30 years ago.
Okay. Do you want to? Okay, so let's get to the core of the issue. So you established that you're a Christian white nationalist. You want to protect your demographic, correct? Is that your main?
No, what I've established is I am a Christian populist nationalist.
Do you want to protect your demographic?
Those are my terms, who will not allow all these tribal organized groups, organized Islam backed by 53 countries, Israel backed by most of the billionaires and their nuclear weapons and all of their lobbies. And then we're told as Christians, period, whether you're black or white, Hispanic, and as Americans or capitalists, and particularly as white, that we're the devil and we got to shine shoes and bow down to Black Lives Matter and Soros.
Are you doing a rant, or do you want to have a
down
conversation?
to anybody except Jesus.
Do you want to?
Done.
Okay,
done.
Cool.
And if you want a war, you got one.
Nobody wants a war. They want you to start a race war so that they can continue justifying their wars.
No, it's not going to be. It's going to be a cultural velvet revolution. The new Renaissance, the new crusade will be the energizing of Team Humanity, led by the central pillar of Earth, the West, the superior system that developed almost all the modern technology and systems that's been hijacked by scum.
Okay. Cool. Take a breath for a second. So you want to protect the West, right? Let's stick to one issue. Do you want to protect the West?
Yeah, and I saw you supporting Black Lives Matter. I've seen you running down the West.
I saw you. I was in Connecticut when you lied about Sandy Hook there, and then now you're getting sued for $1 billion for saying that it was crisis actors.
No, I didn't get sued. Judges found me civilly liable.
I saw you say there were crisis actors, and then you were completely...
I was found guilty by judges with $1.5 billion judgment, and all of it's pure crap. And I'm still on the air at AlexJonesLive.com.
Okay, so do you want to debate, or are you just?
And there you go. I know you're from Connecticut, a rich boy. A Catholic.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was
there. I know people that went to school with you. There you are. Okay. There you. Oh, you're not. You didn't live in Connecticut?
Yeah, no, I did. I was in Connecticut when I had to go home. I had to go home on Sandy Hook.
My son's co-host that knows you.
I was. I know.
Is this what normie conformie watch? What? No, that they watch MGTOW content.
Son, and he does a podcast with somebody.
No, his co-host knows you from Connecticut.
Relax. I know. You're not saying anything we don't know.
And all about you, Sneaky.
Calm down. I was born in New York City, and I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut, and I had to go home from school when Sandy Hook happened, that school shooting.
And you support a Democrat talking point.
Okay.
You know,
and people like you said they were crisis actors.
You know, all I did was interview a few people that said it didn't happen. I had a few debates. The Google searches from when it happened to when they sued me didn't exist.
I'm only bringing this up because you want to do ad hominem attacks.
They just brought it up as a way to demonize me. They raised $300 million.
You're the one demonizing me and calling me a jihadist terrorist. Do you want to actually talk about an issue, or do you just want to chimp out and yell the whole time? Do you want to talk?
Oh, chimping out, yes. Yeah,
you are.
You
are chipping out. I mean, for a white nationalist, you're chipping out crazy.
Great. Here's the difference. Intellectual gravitas and tens of millions of people that support me behind it.
Okay, great. Congratulations. So do you want to protect the West or not? Do you want to have this conversation?
Oh, yes, sure. I want to protect the West.
Because you can see that deporting me is stupid.
What's up,
I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
Slinger?
I'm practicing freedom of religion, and I'm not declaring war. You're the one declaring a cultural war, whatever. I don't want war. I'm against it. So you want to protect the West. What is the number one issue? Who is dragging us into these wars that destroy the West, Alex?
Israel and the Jewish charities.
What propaganda do they use to get Americans to support?
It's kind of weird hearing him, Alex Jones, talk about Jews this much in Israel. I thought he avoided it at all costs, usually.
They say that Iran wants to destroy them, so they've got to do that. Well, they blamed Iraq with WMDs, which was a lie. They on the Project for the American Century from April 2000, cooked up by Netanyahu and neocons in the Bush administration before they got in.
Bingo.
Was to stage a 9/11 attack that would, quote, kill 3,000 people as a pretext to take down 7 Muslim nations and establish a greater Israel. For the Pax Americana, Iran would be the final country to fall. Wesley Clark also exposed that, and I exposed it back at the time.
Bingo.
Before
So
9/11.
essentially, they demonize Muslims and they say radical Islamic terrorists. They use words like jihadist, the one you're saying right now. They demonize Muslims to justify war and say that there's a war on terror that needs to happen, and Muslims are blowing things up. You were one of the first people to expose that 9/11 was a lie. Clearly, you know that there's an overwhelming amount of propaganda towards Muslims that justify war. So why then go and repeat that exact propaganda that drags us into these endless wars that destroy the West that you love so much?
All right, let me answer your question. It's a false equivalent. Islam is expansionist. We need to control the immigration from the countries. We need to not incentivize and let jihadis run around and let all this foreign money out of.
You're not answering the question.
Let me finish. $20-something billion a year out of Qatar and all the rest of it. I'm against the Israeli money, the Qatari money, the Chinese money, the EU money, the globalist money, the Rothschild money, the BlackRock money, all of this stuff coming in and controlling us. Islam is one of the things, one of the heads on the hydra that I cover. So let me finish.
I'm a normie, or you're a normie. Yeah, you're the normalest person I've ever seen.
Israel sits there and twists what Iran does. Some of it's true. Iran is 90 million people. They're horizontally set up. They're not going to fall. It's going to destroy the economy. It's a trap for the midterms. It's for Israeli expansion. And so I'm against that, and I was against attacking Iran, and I was against Midnight Hammer, and I said this would get us into a full war. So just because Israel uses that, their own false equivalent, to say support...
All right, I was making fun of Blake. I mean, you guys can talk about whatever you want, obviously, but let's not just turn this into a MGTOW discussion.
Us, we're fighting Islam, when
I'm not bald yet, and I've never been divorced, so sorry.
they stir up Islam. They founded Hamas. Netanyahu doubled their payments. He ordered the stand down. He ordered the stand down October 7th. Now he's using what's left of Hamas to not let them set up a legitimate government. That Israel's admitted 20 years ago in the news that, oh, we put Hamas in so the Muslims would be violent, so that we'd have a pretext to destroy them. Now Turkey and Israel overthrew 2+ years ago Syria. They put the leader of Al-Qaeda in charge. I'm totally against that. It's disgusting. Operation Ajax, the CIA and British intelligence overthrew Mohammed Mossadegh, who was pro-Western in Iran. They then worked with the Ayatollahs to actually help them come to power. They did the Iran-Contra deal with them. And so expansionist Islam at its highest levels isn't controlled by the West, but works with them and is just as Machiavelli, just like Jimmy Carter helped set up and then Reagan
You're going on
continued with
tangents.
Afghanistan.
So
No. I'm saying Israel works with Orthodox Islam, and they all double deal.
Israel is allied with Orthodox Islam.
You know, Israel founded Hamas, right?
Yes, Netanyahu gave them $35 million. They created Hezbollah too. They create Hezbollah too. They create the terrorist groups that they demonize so much.
Qatar made Netanyahu 2 years before October 7th sign an agreement and admit he was giving them money, but he wanted to hide it to give to Hamas to carry out what they did. And they thought they had a deal with him.
Let's stay on track. So the major issue, because you brought up the Rothschilds, BlackRock, Netanyahu, Israel takes the majority of our tax dollars to bring us into endless wars, correct? Let's be simple.
I've said this. Israel currently is the most dangerous, dominant group.
Bingo.
With Section 224 of the NDAA Defense Authorization Act that says dozens of times, integrate, merge, lifetime feeds, marry the U.S. military. That's been Netanyahu and his surrogate.
What? I was just amazed by this material of entertainment. What are you, I mean, you don't, you mean like debates in general or this specific debate? What don't you like about it? Do you think that Alex Jones is wrong?
Mark Levin, all of them, Mary and the U.S. ambassador, or the Israeli ambassador to the U.S., is really what he is, Mike Huckabee. We're going to take the whole Middle East. Israel's going to take over. We'd rather live in the Middle East. We owe everything to Israel. Yeah, it's a cult.
Okay.
They, right now, to secure control of our foreign policy, are openly primarying everybody like Massey and now saying, we're the masters of the universe, that's a quote, and we're going to run you and we're going to control you. And
right.
Netanyahu 2 years ago proposed shipping the Gazans to Europe and the U.S.
Right, right.
So yeah, we destroy their countries and then ship a bunch of pissed off Muslims over.
Right. Endless
Nobody
wars.
said Muslims aren't victims of Israel. Nobody.
You're against the Gaza genocide because some people are now saying that they don't care and that they want Americans to be kicking butt and committing the genocide. And you're against the Gaza genocide?
No, I don't. No. When I say a new crusade, I mean cultural, not putting up with Islamic expansion, shutting down the immigration.
Okay.
I do not believe in genociding Muslims because most Muslims are not even bad people and are very nice people. It is the jihadis, as the UAE has pointed out, that are coming into the West.
Okay,
that's a loaded question. Software, editing videos, learn mechanic on my truck and bikes, miniature painting, pipe stuff, weather. Currently, a lot is my diet.
A lot of things.
Yeah, that sounds like good stuff to watch, man. That's not really, I mean, you know this, you've been here before. That's not really the kind of stuff that I watch here, but appreciate you hanging out nonetheless, man.
I'm trying to stay on track. What does jihad mean, Alex?
Jihad means following God's orders and carrying out the holy war. There's family, there's political, there's charity, and there's military.
No, it doesn't. Jihad means the struggle of faith. Smiling.
And the struggle of faith is the types of jihads. You're playing games.
Do you want to see jihad right now, Alex? Smiling. Struggle of faith, doing what's right, doing what God wants you to do is jihad. Not watching porn, being a good person. This is all jihad. They take these words and they misconstrue them to confuse people and get them afraid of Muslims to justify their wars. If you don't want the West to be destroyed, then don't echo their propaganda. You understand that, Alex, 1 second, you went on for a long time. Alex, hold on.
Muhammad was dead, they'd taken over with Saudi Arabia.
Alex, hold on a second.
100 years later, they had most of the Middle East and parts of Africa and expanded all over the place.
Okay.
Let's launch the war. You started the fight. 1,400 years ago, pal.
A crusade. Alex, let's stay on point. Okay. The Iraq war was a mistake, correct? Weapons of mass destruction, they didn't exist, right?
Yeah, and that was to take out a former CIA operative who'd actually been put in there and launched the Iran-Iraq war.
You don't just need to repeat stuff you memorized. Weapons of mass destruction, that was the pretext of the Iraq war. They were not found.
That was wrong. I didn't say Israel and the globalists are going and blowing up the Muslims and attacking them, and then you having the Jewish and Catholic charities ship them all in here pissed off so then they can have Chertoff put naked body scanners in and grab our kids' testicles and vaginas at the airport.
Are you good?
Yeah. Are you good? Are you chimping out?
You okay?
You just got slogans, man. I am pissed off. They brought in a bunch of radical, pissed off Muslims to create a crisis so they can take our liberties and freedoms and bring in all the Palantir surveillance. I understand the Hegelian dialectic of problem, reaction, solution.
Okay. We need to establish some things if we want to have a conversation. What is the Muslim...
You establish the rules of the game.
The Muslim population in America is 1.3%. Only 8% of the immigrants are Muslim. It's predominantly coming in from Catholics, from Mexico, Hindus from India, and the Chinese. Elon Musk, the guy that's amplifying you, is behind this. He banned a lot of people for opposing his H-1B visas. His team is predominantly comprised of Indians through H-1B visas. They made it clear, and Trump just said, that he wants to go to war to defend India. They're okay with immigration. They're not anti-immigration. They only pretend to be by demonizing Muslims. The Iraq war, you said this was all a lie. There were no weapons of mass destruction. George Bush said war on terror, war on terror. It turns out there were no weapons of mass destruction.
Mission accomplished.
This war was a lie. What? And you're much older than me. Throughout the entire 2000s, what were they saying? Radical Islamists, jihadists, terrorists, they're taking over. But if you look at the country, nobody's trying to bring Sharia law. You could have named anybody.
So here's the thing. You're lecturing
Let me finish. Muslims are 1.3% of the population. The war on terror, that was a complete farce. Netanyahu himself said that he was one of the pioneers of the word terrorist. If I say the word terrorist, people know what that is. They know what it looks like. They don't know the definition. Just like the word jihad, which you don't know the definition of.
Yes, I did.
So, no, you
That's
didn't
a
know
lie.
what the definition of jihad was.
I'm lying.
So don't repeat the
I said
exact
it's the forms of
propaganda.
practicing Islam.
If you
and I
want
listen
to
the groups.
If you want
I listen to them.
Alex, if you want to protect
You
your
even said I didn't know what God's will was. Listen, let me make my point here.
You've made a lot of points. Let me finish real quick, and then you can go. Is that fair? You've talked most of the time. If you want to stop the endless wars,
Jihad
if you want to protect your,
I need a jihad against nicotine pouches. What? Maybe if I switch to Zins. Yeah, the US Zins are not good, but if you get the if you can see that. Oh, it's probably backwards anyways. But the European Zins are completely different. And they're a lot stronger. These are 24 milligram. Yeah, they're pretty good.
demographic, if you care about Christian values, then looking at the Muslims who are 1.3% of the population in America, when we believe Jesus is the Messiah, we believe in the Immaculate Conception, we believe in the Virgin Mary, we believe that Jesus will return. Maybe focusing an energy and saying that you're going to declare a culture war on Muslims is a distraction. Maybe that's not helping the cause. Maybe saying, oh my God, they're trying to take over when there's not a sort of mass immigration coming.
European Zins, yeah. Yeah, they're completely different. Like the US ones, they're like they last for like 10 minutes maybe. But these are like these last for at least an hour usually. And they're a lot stronger. 15s. Yeah, I would need to double up on those. Check out Tristan Haggard for keto when you have a chance. Yeah, you should check out Tristan Haggard. Where do you get them? I get them at a local tobacco store. Thin and slimy, 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the US Zins are terrible. I mean, I would get them if if I was like in a pinch or something, but I would probably need to put like 4 of them in at once. I mean, I wouldn't need to, but they last an hour. Yeah, I would say probably about an hour, depending like if you're, I don't know, drinking a lot or something, but double up on 15s. Yeah, these are 24. Just what I'm used to. I mean, I smoke tobacco pipe too, and cigars and stuff, so I'm kind of have a high tolerance for nicotine. I usually have no interest in these streams.
For Muslims at
Then
all.
why are you here?
This is
Oh, just
helping
come to
the
support.
Israelis that are destroying the
Well,
West
thanks,
and
man.
not actually helping you. If you want to
You
protect
don't
your
have to do that,
demographics,
though.
then stop repeating what they want you to say. Don't say jihadist and don't call me a terrorist. Call for my deportation when I'm exercising my free speech rights. You are playing into their hand. And if you want to talk about the immigration in Europe, why do all these immigrants go into the UK? They come in predominantly from Syria, from Afghanistan, from Iraq.
Yeah, I know they're refugees.
These are
Now,
refugees
let
that
me
are the
finish.
result of these endless wars that the Israelis create. And the propaganda that they feed good Americans and brainwash us with is that radical Muslims are taking over.
All right,
So
let me-
don't
let
play
me-
into
let
their
me get in
hand and
here.
repeat these.
Let me get in there.
Don't repeat and echo these fear-mongering lies that only help them out and destroy your demographic. If you care about Americans, you care about whites, and you care about Christians.
All right, you repeated that 8 times. Why'd you say in that viral video that we're going to, the cities are all going to be like this if God wills it? Because the Muslims vote as a bloc, and you've got Europe on average is about 8% Muslim now in many of the areas. In the cities, 20, 30, 40%. It's the dominant group now in the voting bloc. Why do we have Sadiq Khan in London? Why do we have Mondami in
You're
New
asking me a
York?
lot of questions. You want me to answer?
No. I'm stating, no. No, the Muslims are the swing vote, and they know that with the Democrat Socialist to be able to dominate. And I could play you thousands of imams in Dearborn, Michigan, and Houston, Texas, and everywhere else in Plano, Texas, saying we're taking over. And everybody sees those videos, buddy. Just like when you said we're taking over, and now you're in the, oh, I'm a victim. Come
I didn't
on,
say
you're
that.
being mean to us.
I didn't say that.
You have been a victim of the neocons in Israel, okay? And that's
Yeah,
wrong.
and of Elon Musk, the globalist that you're allying with, who's bringing in H-1B, is the richest man in the world.
I like the fact that he's pro-free speech. I don't agree with everything that Elon Musk does.
You don't want free speech if you want me deported for using my free speech. Actually, you're against it.
Listen, you go back.
It sounds like you were demonizing Black Lives Matter. You kind of sound like a woke liberal.
Said that I want to
you kind of sound like a woke liberal with the woke mind virus. If you want me deported for using my free speech,
yeah, I responded to that.
Yeah, because you're actually using the strongest form of censorship.
Bunch
If
of
now the richest man in the world is saying that I should be deported
Yeah.
for free speech, especially when he's an African migrant. So if you actually want to protect it,
Listen,
that doesn't
what
seem
we're
that.
saying is,
If you ask me a question, why did I say this? Why you asked me a question? Why did I say that?
Dude, we know your plan.
You asked me a question.
Your Quran, and I'm telling you, you're going to lose. Okay?
You asked me a question. No one here. This is the psyop. This is what they plan to do: is pin the Christians and Muslims against each other, so that they can repeat their endless wars. It worked before. Don't let it work again, Alex. If you're opposing the Iran war.
No, I'm not supporting Israel and going to war for them.
No, you are supporting Israel. You are supporting Israel.
With you and the
Yeah, both can be true. They are absolutely doing that, but that doesn't mean that we should be friends with the Muzzies.
Democrat Socialist and Black Lives Matter that you supported and all the stuff that went on in this country.
You're the woke liberal trying to get me censored. If you say,
no, I've seen you say if we were going to be violent.
I saw you say that the crisis actors in Sandy Hook, and look what happened. If you want to do ad hom, so let's stay on point.
Oh my God, Sandy Hook! Oh God,
let's stay on point. Let's stay on point. I went home from school that day actually because you're talking about my childhood. You said, "Why did I say?"
Did I hurt you as a little baby?
You said, "Why did I say if God wills it?"
Am I a bad guy? Hurt you?
Okay, Alex.
Did I do something to your poopy?
Well, no, you got the trillionaire to try to put a target on my head. So yeah, well done.
Oh my goodness!
Well
You're
done.
Just showing your teeth,
well done.
Throat slitting, and
well, they don't cry about white genocide. Don't cry about.
Oh, I'm your friend. Hey, the Quran isn't a battle manual to take over. Come on, there's no imam saying that.
I don't want to hear you cry about your demographic replacement. Oh no, America's getting destroyed. Oh no, the globalists are taking over. Oh no, America's getting replaced.
It's our world right to dominate the planet. No.
Oh no, the West is getting taken over. Oh no, there's immigrants here. Oh no, immigrants are here from the wars that I caused.
Over Spain for 700 years.
Immigrants come in from the wars I caused.
In Hollywood allied with you. Oh, the Crusades just attacked the poor little Muslims.
I didn't say any of that. You're arguing with your own head, Alex. You're going delusional.
I said Hollywood does that. I just said Hollywood does that. I didn't say.
You said Chi-Coms control Hollywood. Didn't you say the Chi-Coms control Hollywood and not Jewish supremacists?
No, what I said in the full clip was I read a Wall Street Journal article about how China, was like the 10 biggest Hollywood production companies had bought a controlling interest in 6, and China admits they're funding a lot of the anti-Western, anti-white propaganda. China is heavily allied with Hollywood, and they're anti-American.
China is allied with Hollywood. This is why the demographics have changed.
No, he's not wrong about that at all. It's because China is one of the biggest markets for movies. They still actually go to movie theaters in China. They don't here.
Involved at the university.
This is why the West is getting replaced.
Involved in Hollywood. China doesn't control and own big parts of Hollywood. Yeah. Alex Jones just China doesn't. Are you kidding me?
The Chinese. I mean, this is why the West is changing, because when you spread these lies that the Chinese control Hollywood, people get confused.
Thank you for the entertainment. I thought you said it wasn't entertainment. I'm just kidding. Later, Blake. Good to see you, man. This stream's also sponsored by China.
This stream sponsored by Chinese Communist Party. Like now, donate now. If you dislike or no money, social credit score go down. You lose job, girlfriend leave, family report you, vans come soon. Keep watching, keep giving money, smile, party watching. You're not funny anyway. Thank you for cooperation.
no good movies to see, but I miss going to the cinema often. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen a really good new movie in quite a while.
And you mix the truth with lies.
Sneako.
You say some things that are true and say 10 lies.
That's an old white supremacist attack on me that I cover China. I mean, look at brain dead Mitch McConnell and his wife flees to China, who's a known Chi-Com agent. And you look at Fang and Swallowswell and all the Chinese spies.
You're going on tangents again.
Are you saying China, geopolitically, is not our main military adversary and is not the main spy force?
I didn't say that. I said China does not predominantly control Hollywood. I didn't say anything about...
I'm going to say this very slowly to you.
You said two separate things.
I'm going to say this very slowly. Wall Street Journal, like 15 years ago, did an article about how China bought a controlling interest of 6 of the 10 top Hollywood production companies. I didn't say they were the producers. I didn't say that they were the directors. That's mainly Jews. And I said that in the full show.
So just like
I did an hour on atrazine with scientific studies and clips, and then said, I don't want them putting chemicals in the water, turn the friggin' frogs gay. The media only showed that 10-second clip, not me showing all the studies. And, of course, I was proven right.
Yeah, kind of like you when you clip up everything and try to make me sound...
Are you saying China does not have a controlling interest? I don't know what it is now. In a lot of U.S. media?
Being anti-Semite, this is getting old.
Of course, but it's predominantly Jewish supremacists, and you're messing up the conversation by redirecting it towards
I constantly
Chinese.
talk about the anti-Western, anti-white, anti-Christian
If
stuff
you want to
Hollywood.
protect this country, then talk about the main issue, Alex. Don't just get it twisted with a bunch of nonsense.
You're doing like Dan Bilzerian did, saying Nick Fuentes doesn't go on Piers Morgan and big shows and talk about Israel when he does. That's just not true. That's this thing of I talk more about Israel than you do. No, I just talk about all the major power blocks in the world. That's what I do.
And you're confusing people when you say globalist Chi-Coms.
Anybody watching can type in Chinese interest in Hollywood production companies, China funding anti-American stuff, China taking over U.S. universities via the Confucius Institutes. That's a whole other subject. China putting kill switches in U.S. computers.
It's a whole other subject. Let's stick to the main subject that's destroying our country.
No, you created a straw man that I said China controls Hollywood. I
didn't say straw man. I said that you're confusing the conversation. You're just making people focus on things that are not extremely important. The most important issue.
No, I didn't bring up China in this conversation. You just did.
You brought up a million things in 5 seconds because you don't want to stick to one topic because you just want to misdirect the entire time.
You're not controlling the debate is what's happening here.
Well, the debate is about you calling for my deportation. The debate is about you called for my deportation.
Israel worked with Hitler. The Zionists worked with Hitler to not let any Jews get out that wouldn't give them part of the money, the Zionists, and give the rest to Hitler. Madeleine Albright's dad was one of the main guys that ran it. George Soros was a low-level guy that went around finding hidden Jews to get their money. And they worked with Hitler to only let Jews get out to what was going to become Israel. Israel hired top SS officers to set up the Mossad, and they hired top Nazi assassins to set up the Mossad, and they never really hunted down Nazis, just like the U.S. government shipped them over here. And then Israel blew up synagogues all over Spain and all over the Middle East to blame it on Muslims to then get Jews to immigrate to Israel. And Israel founded and created Hamas, and Israel works with Al-Qaeda and gave them field hospitals. And so see, that what I'm saying is secretly behind the evil scenes, you've got Islam working with Israel in a big sick plan.
Islam's working with Israel?
Yeah, not Iran.
Islam's working with Israel.
Definitely Saudi Arabia.
I'm not trying to get a clip. Are you saying Islam
definitely UAE? Yeah, you didn't know
Islam
that?
works with Israel. The UAE is not representative of Islam. The UAE is not the caliphate.
Did Israel back Al-Qaeda in Syria?
Islam is not working with Israel. Islam is a religion. The people make mistakes. The leadership has clearly betrayed the Ummah. We agree. We know. But don't misconstrue it and say that these are the people that are this is the government of Islam when they don't follow Sharia law. The UAE, they have casinos in Dubai.
Sharia is the governance of Islam. You said I was wrong. You just said it yourself.
The UAE is the governance of Islam?
No, I just said Sharia.
Syria?
Sneaky.
Sharia is the...
Look, I know you think you're...
What government are you... Okay, so you're afraid of Sharia law. What government is practicing Sharia law that's threatening America?
I said that's the governance of Islam is Sharia.
Right. What country is threatening America with this?
Oh my God! Here in Austin, they handed out Qurans and had little girls wear hijabs without parents knowing, and said you need to adopt Sharia.
Handing out Qurans is a.
They're the city councils trying to get Sharia. They have their own police forces in Michigan everywhere popping up saying Sharia. You said don't tell your story. I'm going to tell it. My wife was at HEB at like 9 o'clock at night a couple months ago, and a Muslim in a nightgown, you know, wearing the traditional outfit, comes up and says, "You should not be out at night. You could get," and like got in her face and was yelling at my wife. I mean, I can show you 100 videos in the UK where they're bitching and saying, "Don't bring your dog to the park," and the liberals go, "Yes, we need to ban dogs. The Muslims don't like you." I don't trust anybody who doesn't like dogs. Sneako, what do you think of dogs?
I like dogs. Like, Alex, do you want to have
Then you're not a good Muslim.
The whole point of this conversation was that
you were violating what Muhammad said. Unless a dog is used for sheep herding, it is not halal. It is bad. I want you to reject Islam right now. I want you to get a nice French bulldog.
Okay. You could have a dog. It just doesn't need to be in the house licking your face in your bed. Just keep it outside. You could have a dog. If you want to know about Islam. The whole point
I just told you I know about Islam.
Okay,
I just said.
This is kind of, I mean, what did you say on Joe Rogan? I'm kind of retarded. Like, this is kind of retarded right now. Like,
no, that was me quoting Socrates. Was it Aristotle? I know that I know nothing.
Okay. We're going all over the place. The whole point of this was that you called for my deportation because you're upset about what I said. And you asked a question and you went on a million tangents. You said, why did you say that?
That was me quoting Socrates.
Retarded?
Making a fraud. Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flip me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud. Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flip me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud. Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flip me off. Come on, coward.
You want people to become Muslim. For the same reason you say every knee will bow, every tongue confess. You want people to have goodness. I don't want to force anybody. I don't want to spread it by the sword.
You said every house will be under this.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Come on over here.
God willing, people will know the truth. This is the same statement.
Like you have big balls. Come on over here.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
That's from Team America. Because I saw them drop fire on my goats. That's when I knew I'd do a jihad on their ass.
I mean, like, do you be real for a second? I mean, you're a funny guy. Do you want to make a change? Like, do you want to use your platform for good?
Come on over here. I think I'm gonna be like Muhammad and have 30 black dudes ride me.
You don't even know what you're talking about. If you want to make stupid insults.
Come on over here. Come on over here. No, you flip me off.
AJ clip. Oh crap.
No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're
Did it just start? I hope it hasn't been on the whole time. Is it oh, okay, sorry. Is it off now?
Bow, every tongue confess. You want people to have goodness. I don't want to force anybody. I don't want to spread it by the sword.
You said every house will be under this.
Inshallah. Inshallah. God willing, people will know the truth. This is the same statement.
I like you. You have big balls.
They turn the freaking frogs gay.
That's from Team America. Because I saw them drop fire on my goats. That's when I knew I'd do a jihad on their ass.
I mean, like, do you be real for a second? I mean, you're a funny guy. Do you want to make a change? Like, do you want to use your platform for good?
I think I'm gonna be like Muhammad and have 30 black dudes ride me.
You don't even know what you're talking about if you want to make stupid insults. This is like saying that the Holy Spirit was gonna astaghfirullah come on the Virgin Mary because you don't know how to translate or read it properly. You said it, you read it twice. You don't know anything about Islam, bro.
Gotta give it to him. He's a funny dude.
I'll tell you about it if you want to know. Did you know that
Jesus? So under Islam,
did you know that Jesus was
does
Messiah?
Does it say in the writings that if you are a herder, and there is no woman. You may take a sheep or a boy. Do they have the thing of the dancing boys in Islam?
Learning that you read the Quran on Facebook from Boomer Slop that programs evangelicals.
Boomer Slop.
Boomer Slop. Yeah, the boomers that are in mega churches saying, God bless those.
Did the mayors put all these mayors in Afghanistan?
You can interrupt me the whole time. You can interrupt me the whole time. This is the same Boomer Slop that convinces Americans that God must bless those that bless the state of Israel. This is what Mike Huckabee is saying. They're saying, I'm a mere goy.
I don't believe that. That's not in the Bible.
Ted Cruz is posting about the IDF on July 4th. Clearly, the influence is coming from one place.
Clearly, Netanyahu and all of them said in Huckabee that we owe Israel our existence, and all that's not true. I covered it all.
Okay, and the American government, people like Randy Fine are saying ban Islam. Laura Loomer Jigsaw, this lady is saying ban Islam.
I heard you and Laura Loomer. Might be dating soon.
There's no way you're even a serious person. Like, did you? Would you?
That smirk after he said, "Oh man."
You do it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look, I don't know if Laura Loomer. That has aura. That has aura. Become Muslim. Abdul Alex Jones. Inshallah, Alex Jones is Muslim.
Will you wear the burqa again? I saw you in that latest video where you're like wearing it like a woman.
It's a scarf. It's a scarf. It's wearing it like a woman. It's not a hijab. Also, how do nuns dress? You're like insulting the hijab. Trump is posting kindergarten girls.
Those are women that are chastened that have decided to go into that life.
Yeah. So are the hijabi girls.
Oh, they want to. Oh, so in Saudi Arabia, women don't have to wear the hijabs?
Yeah.
Hijabs.
Well, since the crown prince started reform.
Yeah, it's a choice. Yeah. They choose to wear it. It's not a trash bag that they force people to wear. Women can choose to dress modestly.
Raped under Islam. Her word isn't taken as half of that as a man.
Her word is not taken half of that. Wait, so you want to be
a woman's word in court is taken as half as strong as a man's.
Well, I mean, look at the West. You're complaining about the demographics being changed. Happy wife, happy life. How's that going? What's your birth rate looking like? How's feminism? How's liberalism going on? You want to protect America? How's that going for the white race right now?
You got the liberal women supporting you.
Yeah, but how's that going for you? Because you hate Islam so much. Like, we could have 4 wives. The women are beneath the man. Well, not beneath, but the man is the leader.
Hey, don't worry.
The man is the leader in Islam. In a marriage, the man leads.
Liberal women start squirting when they hear you say they're beneath them. They love being cucked by you. They're just, here's the thing, the West has been too nice to women to the extreme. So
yeah, but you have no solution. But you have no solution to it.
Tell the white liberal blue-haired women, tell them you're beneath me, and they're just gonna have orgasms and just go, oh God, yeah, oh.
Like Blair White. Like, look. You have no solution to it. I mean, you're afraid of the hijab so much, but your birth rate's declining. Feminism's everywhere. There's more atheists than Christians in America. They don't practice any Christian values.
I got 4 children, and I think I'm gonna have probably 4 more. So don't worry.
That's great. Most of them don't, because liberalism is rampant. Because you guys are so afraid of Islam.
Yeah, I live by what I say. In fact, that's it. I'm having at least 10 more. But I admire Elon having 100 kids.
The majority of Western people that follow you and the majority of the people that are afraid of Islam, they don't. Conservative values are decaying everywhere.
Yeah, because they're too busy watching football and living in their own world. Please don't equate the average, brain-dead Westerner, what color they are, with me.
Okay, so what's the solution? Because Sharia law you're so afraid of, how are you going to solve this birth rate?
Man, all I know is I've been to Europe, I've been to London, I've been all over, and I've seen how the Muslims behave. I mean, I remember going to London like 20 years ago. I've been there before that. And I would just be shooting video of Big Ben, and Muslims would walk by and say, you don't video me, you blah, blah, blah. And as soon as I went, F you, they were used to, cucked British bowing down. They go, oh, God. And so...
You had no answer to what I said. I asked you, how are you going to solve the birth rate problem? And you just have no answer.
No, the answer is the great part is liberal leftists aren't having kids, so they're extincting themselves no matter what color they are. And so we're speaking out, we're talking about it, and we're pushing that. But to say that the West is committing suicide because of decadence, that's a normal part of the cycle. We're coming out of that cycle in the 4th turning. Hard times make strong men make good times make weak men.
So you want to bring conservative values back, correct?
What I want to do is bring the life force back and realize where we are in the competing systems and expose the different competing systems so the general public can make a choice through free will what system they want to join.
Free will is why OnlyFans is rampant. Free will is why feminism is here. Free will is why the body count for the average 20-year-old girl is equivalent to her age.
Are you against free will?
Well, look, if you want to have some sort of conservative law, if you want to have a birth rate problem, don't cry about the birth rate and then say Sharia law is
I'm not talking
horrible.
about law. I'm talking about free will in general, being able to have your own freedom.
Of course I want free will.
Freedom, no. Freedom to be educated, informed, and touched by God, by the Holy Spirit, by Jesus Christ, to then be a light and salt in the world. To say free will creates evil, well, that's because free will, you can choose good or evil.
I'm saying liberalism creates evil.
Free will is the great gift God gave us, part of consciousness.
Yeah, I'm not against free will, Alex. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Liberalism is why the birth rate's declining. And then people like you love to have a boogeyman and say Muslims are taking over even though they're 1.3% of the population. This is not...
Dude, you're 2 billion people, you're expanding, you're having more kids than anybody.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
so maybe you should take over. Oh, great point.
You're taking over.
Great point.
Listen, just because we're sick and a parasite is coming in, a Stone Age monotheistic religion that enslaves women, and that I'm supposed to then embrace you. I'm supposed to embrace you as the answer.
Women in America are slaves to Jewish supremacy, telling them to open up an OnlyFans. This is what is the dominating ideology here.
And I oppose that, and I publicly speak about that.
So then maybe take a page out of our book. There's 2 billion
Muslims. We're discussing Islam right now. You want to talk about Israel? Let's go.
No, I want to talk about the birth rate problem. And this is all tied in because you're so afraid of Islam. Clearly, we're doing something right if we figure out how to have children and you guys can't.
Well, and you even have higher birth rates in the West because you go sign up for welfare and become welfare queens and sit around in your nightgowns all day.
I mean, they never talk about the welfare happening in Lakewood, New Jersey, where they are having their own hospitals.
The Jews are milking it too, the Orthodox Jews.
Absolutely, and that doesn't get talked about. I mean, look, Tyler
Oliveira. I talk about it.
The other guy, what's his name? Tyler, Nick Shirley, he gets invited to the White House for exposing the fraud in Minnesota. Tyler Oliveira exposes the fraud in New Jersey, and he gets banned from Israel, and nobody talks about it.
Islam. What about the marrying first cousins over and over again, and the fact that very small percentage of Muslims
cousin marriage is allowed in the Bible too. Look, more boomer slap, Alex. Cousin marriage is allowed in the Bible. You know that? There's so many similarities between Christianity and Islam.
The Old Testament. I don't. There's a new covenant. So you support multi-generational first cousin marriage?
I support Islam, and we have far more in common.
Having 2 eyes on the side of your head like a flounder?
Most of the incest is coming from people that want to keep their ethnicity the same, that think that they can't spread, that they have to be within their own. Incest is rampant within Israel. It's not rampant in the Muslim world.
That's a lot of their paranoia and mental illness. And so Islam has that with royalty and with Judaism, a lot of inbreeding.
You still haven't answered what is going to be the solution to fix your birth rate. What are you going to do?
Well, and what's the solution for you to fix the record number of deformities in Pakistanis and others?
That's complete. You're just echoing more. You're just repeating more slop.
So you endorse first cousin marriage, even multi-generational.
So you're Christian. Cousin marriage allowed in Christianity.
I mean, I know it didn't do.
If you want Christian law, you agree.
That's a problem.
You're acting like Christianity and Islam are very different.
We have to tell people in West Virginia, hey,
they
quit
are
screwing
very
your sister.
Different.
Okay. Are you going to
hold on a minute? Hold on. You endorse multi-generational first cousin marriage.
I just answered your question like 3 times. I support Islam.
He does.
Islam is good. We have a solution.
So is it good that Muhammad married the 9-year-old?
Is it good that Rebecca was married to Isaac at the age of 3? This is in the Old Testament. Is it good that you can go pay 50 shekels for your slave in the Old Testament because you believe that? Is it okay that you can woman and then she become your wife? This is in the Old Testament.
Is it good that Moyles, perform circumcisions with their teeth? No.
Okay, but all this is also part of Christianity. That you're acting like there's all these differences and it's not.
No, the New Testament is a new covenant and changes the Old Testament. There's a new covenant in the New Testament where we don't have all that.
Yeah, but you also acknowledge that this is part of your religion, part of your faith.
Under Islam, you follow the Old Testament.
You follow the Old Testament too. This is part of. Do you not know what Christianity is?
No. But you specifically say it's just as important as the new.
No, we don't. We say it's been corrupted. We say that rabbinical Judaism.
By the way, you say Jesus will return at the end of the world where we all fall asleep and die. That's not what the Bible says. But you do not say Jesus is the Son of God. So you're not saying Jesus is the Messiah. That's not true.
Jesus is the Messiah.
Nowhere
He's
in
not
the
Son
Bible
of
does it
God.
say
He
Rebecca was
doesn't
3. Yeah,
have a
I didn't
dad.
think so.
His dad is not God. Do you want to talk about something real? Okay, look at how upset you got about
Most
me
of
saying.
what most of what Sneako's said so far, especially in regard to Christianity, has been a lie.
Inshallah, the world becomes Muslim. There was a Jewish celebration for the Antichrist in Times Square last month, the day after the Times Square prayer. Maybe you got upset about that. They're chanting, "We want Mashiach now." Do you know what the Mashiach is?
Why do the Muslims block highways and do their prayers?
I can't even answer. I can't even make a point without you misdirecting. Is your whole thing just confusing the conversation constantly? So
I'm not
Just
confusing
CNN
the
on
conversation.
my
What
is that your whole thing?
saying?
Every time
Say what
somebody
you're saying.
gets to a point, you
Say
just
what
say
you're saying.
chi-coms and something else so that nobody can make
You
any
brought up
sense.
chi-coms.
Okay, I'm saying something and you immediately just don't want to listen. You just immediately misdirect. That's your
No, I mean,
whole
go
thing.
ahead. Tell me about how sweet the Muslims are. Go ahead.
I'm not. I'm talking about the
We
Jew-
love our Somalis. We love our Muslims too. Oh, they so good. Oh, they so sweet. I'm gonna stab your daughter at the mall. Ooh, gonna stab your son, your wife. And then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis. We love our Muslims too. Oh, they so good. Oh, they so sweet.
Debate over. Get wrecked. You suck, Sneako.
You don't hate
Andrew Wilson could learn a thing or two from this debate.
me.
Sneako.
You want to hate me. You want to demonize me. I don't know what it is, but come on, man. We're not that Christians and Muslims. We're not that different, Alex. We have a common objective. We want Jesus to return.
Yes.
We do.
Lower your defenses. We mean you no harm. Don't. It's like
We
Mars
don't.
Attacks. Don't run. We are your friends. And like, wait.
You're the one.
particle
You're the one
beaming.
calling for me to get deported. What? I never
I
called.
told you that was rhetorical.
It was more. It was retarded.
Retardal.
That was stupid. Like you can't just say something and then
Sneako,
backtrack
ruler of the
completely.
planet
The
retarded.
entire frame of this conversation is based
He
on
ruled a planet called.
What does that
retard.
even mean? Like, what does that even? What do you mean? So you're just saying nonsense knowingly? You're just saying slop to get people enraged and spread fear mongering intentionally?
Sneako.
Everything our books say is a lie, and we lie through our teeth about what your book says. Yeah, he was about to bring up the Muslim dilemma, but Alex Jones started singing before he could.
Did 4 hours before this. I'm doing this to you. You're coming on my.
Are you
show
drink? Are you drunk right now?
tomorrow. No, unfortunately.
What was that? What was that in that cup?
That's iced tea and some.
Come on, you put a little bourbon in there.
No, it's iced tea.
You've been working
Guys,
out.
bring me the Rudy's iced tea. If anybody's down here out of the thing, I actually want some more of it. It's non-sweet Texas iced tea.
Are you on Ozempic?
Nope.
No. You got
No,
healthy
I'm
out of
on
nowhere.
it.
You lost some weight. The bald look is it's not bad on you.
I got fat. Thank you. I'll do it. This is what I'm on. See this? This is not what you get Jack Daniels out of.
Yeah.
I'm not really a whiskey guy either. Back when I used to drink, that's how I've lost so much weight.
You're sober
I'm on
now?
I'm on not drinking. That's what I'm on right now.
You're not cloned, right? You got to beat the cloning allegations.
And I got this too. Topo Chico.
Oh,
Mineral
sparkling water. Yeah, you played that clip of your friend Andrew Tate saying that I tried to have sex with him 4 years ago, and then he continued to do streams with me for 4 years. What was that all about?
Well, you did say that you thought you were gay when you were 14.
You said that you thought Blair White was attractive and that God works in mysterious ways and that your genetics thought that that was a real woman. I was saying that this is from
You
a
act like
comedy
that's some
podcast
secret
clip from when I
show.
was
That
14 years
on
old.
my main show.
You're
and
clipping
I
up
said,
from when I was
why?
14. You're the one saying you were bricked up from Blair White from this man. If you want conservative values, why are you
I don't
getting
know what
horny from
bricked
this
up means,
from a
but
transgender?
I've never. I was explaining that why are the transgenders saying it's a woman when they dress like big fat demon clowns
So they're both faggots.
to take over the thing of women?
Your
I said,
phone background was Blair White in a bikini. This is a transgender man.
well, I'd never been with her in a bikini. She was on the show, and I said, I understand there's some men that feel like they're women, and I know there's chemicals that
Oh,
bend
you see, you
genders.
empathize. That sounds kind of woke of you. That sounds a little bit leftist.
That's why I had Blair White on like 12 years ago when he first transitioned, and I said I thought it was destructive, but I don't hate those people individually.
Oh,
Blair
you
White
champion LGBT. That's good.
No, Blair White.
You're
is
an
not
LGBT
targeting-
champion.
I'm not going to throw Blair White off a building. I'm not Islamic. The point is that you're not letting me talk. You're like, oh God, Blair White, we got this secret
No,
thing.
it's good. You
Blair
support
White.
trans people.
No, what the point of having Blair White on is Blair White says keep away from the kids, don't have it in schools. I've been in a comedy club before with Joe Rogan when Blair White, uses the men's bathroom. And my issue is that the chemicals in the first month of the embryo forming, atrazine, doesn't just bend frogs or birds or other things, but mammals, it actually changes cells in the brains. So people literally become hermaphroditic in their brain structure and in their bone structure. So they're not really female, but it bends them that direction. I've said give them testosterone.
Remember when Alex tabs on his phone were, yeah, didn't he have like tranny porn? That was probably right after he met Blair White.
To bend them back and growth hormone, like when you have a midget, give them growth hormone, or if they have acromegalia, you can block that or do a surgery in the pituitary. So I was saying that it really is people are being born like this because they're being bent by the chemicals that are in all the studies. The atrazine alone at allowable levels bends our genders. And I was saying that you're not an ugly, gross, horrible goblin man who's actually attacking women's spaces or trying to be in women's sports, and that I don't single out people like you that really think they're a woman. I don't think you're a bad person because
Sputtering about turning the MAGAs gay. Yeah, I mean, they always have been, haven't they? Wasn't YMCA his campaign song?
I do not want to throw homosexuals or trans people off of buildings. I do not believe they should be killed under Islam. And so you're right. But you act like you found some
you
big secret
champion
thing.
the LGBT. That was, I mean, imagine if you dedicated 1% of that energy about transgenders towards getting rid of Jewish supremacy in America. Man, we would be so much further.
Man, well, listen, I'm against men and women's sports. I'm against recruiting kids in schools. I fight that. I spent a lot of time on that because the system was pushing it. And then I spent a lot of time on Islam, a lot of time on Israel, a lot of time on China, a lot of time on people being lazy, people not being hardworking. I mean, I cover it all, dude. I'm on the air 4 hours a day. So I don't know what you're talking about. You jump around here. I've always said I don't hate homosexuals. I don't hate trans people. Okay, I don't sit there and judge them for that. Okay, that's the media goes, Alex is a right-winger, homophobe, blah, 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 blah. I am a populist, conservative Christian, but I don't hate people. Listen, here's my deal. It's just as big a sin that I lust after women. It's just as big a sin that in my life I've been very promiscuous. I've done sins way bigger than gender bending. A lot of people didn't have a choice. When I was younger, the left always goes, God, he admitted this. He's a hypocrite. He's against abortion now. It's like saying I committed a murder and then I went to jail for it, hypothetically, and now I'm against murder. When I was younger, I believed it was a blob of tissue, and I paid for probably 6, 7 abortions I know of by the time I was like 18. And then I repented of it and stopped doing it, and the next time I got a girl pregnant, I got married to her and had 3 of my first kids. So that's how that is. And I said, I'm not judging people that have had abortions. I know you got tricked or you didn't know. You need to soften your heart, repent and say you're sorry, and now save others and give money to groups that tell women that they can pay to help have them have their kid and have it adopted. And I've donated money to that. And I've done that to reprove myself in front of God. And I've told the story of how I killed 6 or 7 of my children and it tears my guts out to now know what I did
6, 7.
so that people that have done that don't have to harden their heart and can understand there's a way out of it and that God will forgive you for it. That's the same reason I've had Blair White on a couple times.
You killed 6, 7
I said
kids?
why in the show and people took
You
it
killed
out of
6, 7
context.
kids?
Yes, I've murdered 6 or I think it's like 6 or 7 of my children now. I'm a murderer.
Yeah, you kind of sound like a jihadist terrorist that you're afraid of. Killing 6, 7 white babies?
No, I mean, when I was promiscuous and like 15, 16, 17, 18, I got girls pregnant. And then sometimes I'd give them the $300. I'd take them to Planned Parenthood, once I had a car. And then one time when I was 18, my dad was in my room and found a Planned Parenthood receipt for $300. And he said, quit killing my grandchildren. And he said, by the way, you're getting out this week. I had a job, I had money. He literally said, I'll help you get an apartment. He co-signed it. I was out of the house in 2 days. And my dad didn't talk to me for 6 months. And then I had nightmares about it. I realized it was wrong, everything else. And then I stood up and I protested hundreds of times at abortion clinics. And I've supported anti-abortion groups. And I've stood up for the right to life groups. And I've exposed the baby organ harvesting.
You know that would have never happened under Sharia law?
I've been a sinner and I've been wrong and I've done things and I've admitted I've been wrong so that others that have been wrong can understand that they can fix themselves with God and with Jesus.
Okay, under Sharia law, that would have never happened.
Oh my God! I mean, there's Sharia law says if you just apologize later, if you're, it's all okay. Listen, here's
Spiritually
I did
compromised,
this hour
Lord
with
have
you.
mercy. Indeed.
I have got to go do headlines.
And the Lutheranism or whatever he is ain't gonna help him with that.
I've got to go work on a bunch of stuff here with the new network we're building. But you said you're coming on my show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, what time do you want me to come on?
Hey, will you go grab Scott or
Also, when Ye went on your
hold sneaky. What time?
Sneaky.
Noon Central.
Noon Central. Okay, I'll try to get up for that. Last thing, you said that Ye was on 5 hits of MDMA on the Tucker Carlson show when he went there and said that there's a lot of things he loves about Hitler. That's not, he wasn't on 5 hits of MDMA.
I didn't say he was on 5 hits of MDMA. I said he looked like he was. He pulls up. First he gets there, and then we take him to this hotel, and he doesn't like it. So he goes somewhere else, and then he shows up 2 minutes before the show starts in a mask, because everybody saw
So
it.
how'd you know he was on MDMA if he had a mask and you couldn't see his face?
Oh, God, you just disproved me by interrupting.
But he had a mask on. How did you?
Rex?
How
He's
does he
Rex.
look like?
You're not. Go ahead and tell me that. You asked me a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I mean, you did interrupt me literally the entire time, but
I know, but you just asked me to tell you a story.
no, I just wanted you to explain how somebody could look like they're in 5
2
hits
weeks
of MDMA
ago,
with
I
a mask
said
on.
Ben Gavir, when he's beating up flotilla women and men, on camera, looks like he's on 5 hits of ecstasy. He always does. He looks completely psychotic, megalomaniac. I don't think he's actually on 5 hits of MDMA. What I said about Ye was, I'm telling the story. He pulls up 2 minutes before the show. He gets out in a mask. He has a net and a Yahoo chocolate drink, net and Yahoo. And he says, I'll just wear it for a little while. I said, fine.
Alex's
He
son,
comes
right?
on. He does like 3 hours.
I don't know. I hadn't heard anything about that. That's good if he is. Hopefully he can get his dad going too.
Then he wasn't going to eat. He goes, I haven't eaten in a day. I'm fasting. Later he goes, I got to have a salad. So we take a break. He brings in a salad. He pulls the hat off, and his eyes, whatever he was on, were like just solid black. I mean, like pupils like in the conference room. And he looked like, and I was like, whoa. So, and he's admitted he's had drug issues before. Now, I didn't see him take MDMA. I was just guessing. And I said it looked like he was on MDMA. Okay? So that's what I said. I'm not trying to be mean to him. I wasn't trying to put him down. He looked higher than a kite. And so that's what I said.
Okay. Let's leave on
I
this.
just talked about the yay Heil Hitler guy and everything. I mean, I don't give a shit.
Did you see everybody
I'm
else?
not sick of, I don't sycophantically. Another thing is, used to call in these long conversations. I said, sorry, dude, I can't have these long conversations. I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't give a shit about any of this stuff. A celebrity, none of it. I just tell it like it is. AlexJonesLive.com, Real Alex Jones on X. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Wait. I'm not going to come on unless you say that I should not be deported for exercising my free speech rights. Come on. That's an American value right there. I'm a real patriot for exercising my First Amendment and my freedom of religion.
Well, under Sharia law, it bans most of our speech and creates a monotheistic tyranny. And so
I never said I said I want to practice American values. I believe in the Constitution.
I think anybody trying. Well, I already told you that it was rhetorical, just like when I said Piers Morgan. And I think if you don't like how America is, you want to impose, I think you should self-deport to one of these Muslim dreamlands. Why? Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Self-deport. Again, too, maybe talk a little bit about how Elon Musk is on the Epstein files. Remember when he said that Trump was not releasing the Epstein
let's
files?
have that. Listen to me. I literally have a bunch of work to do.
Oh,
so I'm not.
Okay, go ahead. You had all your story times about Blair White. I'm going to hear and say Elon Musk said that Trump was not releasing the Epstein files because he was implicated in them. Then he shows up with a black eye doing the Illuminati black eye ritual, and then he goes back on the Trump team. That's weird. And now he's amplifying you trying to deport me. That's anti-American.
Did you know? Okay. Let me just answer that. You'll say I got off here to not answer that. About 6 months ago, I'm in a hotel room. It's dark. You forget where you're at sometimes. I wake up to take a piss, and I like walk into a wall and cut my nose and like kind of bruise my eye. And then when I get back to Austin days later, I never put makeup on for the show except this. I went, oh my God, they'll say I'm an Illuminati ritual. My eye is black and my nose is cut. They'll take people get black eyes.
That's not the important part of what I said. It's the Epstein files
hold
part.
on. I was just addressing the last thing you said. Oh God, I'm dodging again. We can spend an hour on this tomorrow, and I'm not Elon Musk apologist, so that position you put me in is not who I am.
Kind of sounds like it.
I'm saying, boom, back to the same bullshit. So what I'm saying is this. He comes out and says Trump is in the Epstein files back in June or whatever, or before
25. June 2025, yeah.
Yeah. So I then say this is terrible. Then Trump goes from saying release it to a cover-up. I've exposed that. He was known Mossad. I was one of the first to ever expose it.
Elon Musk was in there.
And then Elon is not on there. Elon is not on there.
He was all over the emails. He was trying to go and have the craziest party.
So
he wanted to let loose.
You're not letting me finish, man. You asked a question.
Well, you're saying things that are incorrect. He was emailing Epstein saying he wanted to go to the craziest party. He wanted to let loose. He's been really stressed.
You're not. I haven't even gotten to this yet.
He's telling a story about the hotel room and a frog before you could just. You got a little.
No, you brought up that crazy schizophrenic thing that anytime somebody has a black eye, it's an Illuminati ritual.
Okay, that's the least important part of what I'm saying.
I know. You said it, not me, buddy. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
And then don't do another question at the end to keep me on here. That's another dirty trick. We can do 2 hours tomorrow if you want. You can say whatever you want.
But let's stay on topic because you went to a million things. Let's have specific topics.
We'll start with Epstein tomorrow. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I am in the Epstein files. Did you know that?
You were mentioned, but you weren't communicating with Epstein.
No, exactly. Well, I haven't got to my point yet. I wasn't defending Elon there. I was being attacked for attacking Epstein.
Yeah.
And I'm in the WikiLeaks with the Clintons and the globalists attacking me.
I know.
And I'm in all the secret FBI and Crossfire Hurricane and Arctic Frost and Obama putting him under national security surveillance as a top threat because I'm not a Fed and I don't work for Israel and I don't get money from Qatar or anybody else. I am 1776. I'm not even MAGA. I'm 1776 Americana. Now, obviously, Elon was kicked out of the White House. Elon is not on that big AI board that Trump is on. Elon did get his head of NASA later. He got really upset about Doge not making the real cuts, getting run out. And he said, yeah, you're on the list and you're going to cover it up, which Trump then did. There is Elon talking on there because Epstein was the head of the Trilateral Commission. I didn't even know that until that stuff came out. I knew he was powerful because David Rockefeller brought him in 1990 when he was 30. And he would stand in for David Rockefeller, the founder and creator of one of the most powerful groups. So Epstein wasn't just a super gopher. He was the main Rothschild representative, their ambassador to the world. And so everybody was talking to him. Everybody was dealing with him. And so I don't give Steve Bannon a pass. I don't give Elon a pass. I don't give any of them a pass, except with those guys, it's about political power, money, talking to the head of the Trilateral Commission. With Trump, he's actively blocking 3+ million more files coming out. So that is terrible. Epstein was Mossad. All that's bad. And I think Elon should respond to all of that, but at least he got pissed up front and said that. But him talking about, going to globalist parties or being around these elites and making money.
The craziest
Nobody's
parties.
ever said Elon Musk raped anybody. Nobody's ever said Elon Musk is underage girls. Nobody's ever said any of that stuff.
I'm just saying,
I think he's trying to act like I'm not his apologist. I've just never seen anything there. But with Bill Gates, it's how do we get rid of the poor people? There's all this stuff about slaves being delivered to the hotel and eating people.
Right.
And we need to know those excise names. And I've been all over Trump about it. And I've broken with Trump over that. So,
and it's strange. Let me respond. It's strange that somebody who was saying Elon said he wanted to go to the craziest parties on the Epstein Island. He wanted to let loose and just go wild. Now he's all up in arms about Pakistani grooming gangs. I find that strange. That the guy who's saying Trump's covering up for the Epstein files
Elon
is now pushing the slop that you're eating up.
They're exterminating the whites. I mean, I think he legitimately is for the West. He's pro-human.
No, he's not.
He's
bringing in H-1B visas. He's saying that white men are dumb and that he wants more Indian H-1B visas.
I think that was Vivek Ramaswamy.
No. I have the tweet right here. Elon Musk says white men are dumb. That's why he doesn't hire them to work for X. Look at his SpaceX team. It's all Indian. He's not pro-West.
He said white men are dumb. That's
yes. You want to see?
Wow.
Can I share my screen? You want to see before you leave?
Yeah, let me see that. I don't agree with that.
Okay, I'll show you right here. I came with the receipts. Can you see or
I mean,
no?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not like the aficionado on Elon Musk.
I don't know. Look at my. If you go to my stream, I have it right here. I'll send it to you. Well, I'll read it to you. You can
Oh, he said we're dumb. Yeah.
Yeah,
Time
white men
to
aren't being
drop-
hired anymore. Elon Musk says, yeah, we're just dumb. Allegedly. We're just dumb.
It's a joke. He didn't say white men are dumb. He said, oh, we're dumb.
Oh, it's a joke when it's Elon Musk, but when I'm at a World Cup game, I'm declaring jihad on America. I'm trying to conquer.
Vivek
I'm the caliphate.
Ramaswamy. Well, I'll give you your emotional. Okay, fine. You shouldn't be deported. Listen,
Let's go.
my point is Vivek Ramaswamy wrote a big thing about lazy Americans. And certainly, statistically, there's some of that going on for any multi-generational, group that's had it too good too long. That's a well-known thing of people that are middle class or wealthy, they get decadent. But in general, it's an overstatement. It was kind of nasty. But no, him responding and going, oh yeah, apparently we're just dumb. I don't take it as that. But I'm not an apologist for him. AlexJonesLive.com is the new website with all the feeds, everything else, and Real Alex Jones on X. Sneako. I'm still banned on YouTube. I'm still banned on most places. I'm at rumble.com/The Alex Jones Show Live. I've got the whole system after me. I had federal judges find me and state judges.
I was banned
find me.
everywhere too, Alex, but I was one of the few that was reinstated. I got banned. I remember you made a channel, but YouTube reinstated. You want to know why? Because I said the Trump election was rigged in 2020. I was against the COVID vaccine. You're trying to call me a BLM wokey. I said the vaccine was going to cause myocarditis, and YouTube gave me a strike, and then they apologized.
Okay, well, we can have a discussion. We can have a discussion.
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that. saw a bunch of
you
black
don't
lives.
seem to understand.
What the hell does the vaccine have to do with BLM?
I've been doing this. I've been doing this. I've been banned everywhere,
If
Alex.
we're going to get violent and tear stuff up, let's make sure it's political. I don't believe in offensive violence. Listen,
I
see
agree.
you tomorrow, Sneaky.
Hey, come on, Alexis, say my name.
Alexis.
You call
I
me
like
sneaky.
that.
You call me sneaky. Let's say my name correct.
Sneako? Snicklets?
Snicklets. Snicklets. That's good.
Snicotic? Is it Sneako?
Yeah, there you go.
Sneako the Pinko Islamo.
And leave the Muslims alone, man. I mean, Trump's putting a target on these Somali kindergartners for wearing hijabs. Leave them alone, bro. I mean, did he not kill enough girls in Iran at that Manab school with the double tap Tomahawk missiles? He needs to attack.
I was against the war. I mean,
he doesn't need to attack it like these Somali.
I'm not Trump's apologist.
There was just a
Elon's
terrorist attack. These
apologist.
white nationalists, these Mexican white nationalists.
I'm not Islam's apologist.
These Mexican white nationalist cat boys just tried to shoot
Reality
up
starts
children
at
in a mosque in San Diego.
AlexJonesLive.com.
They just tried to shoot up a mosque in San Diego, and there was a martyr that stopped them
Oh
from
my
doing
God, that was like 9 angles. Weren't even white guys.
Yeah, they were. I read the manifesto. They're Mexican white nationalist cat boys. So
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
it's stuff like that.
Why are you getting so defensive, Tony? It's looking a little suspicious.
That is getting people hurt. If you don't want to see
I
people
like
hurt,
your balls.
we know.
I was going to do a jihad on his ass. You should come to Austin. We should do Mystery Science 5000 and watch Team America together.
I'm up for it. If you just stop, don't be disrespectful to Muslims, man. I didn't say anything about you.
I'm just being honest. I mean,
No, you're not. You're being rhetorical.
What do you want me to tell you? I'm your friend, like the Quran says, and then stab you in the back?
Is it disrespectful for a young man to speak to an elder this way, or does that not matter since it's just two guys arguing? I'd say they're kind of flirting with each other.
The Quran doesn't say that. I'll be friends if you want to be friends. I think Christians and Muslims can be friends, man. We can be friends. We both love Jesus. We both think he's returning. We both believe in the Immaculate Conception.
Do we all die after Jesus comes back?
Do we all die after Jesus comes back? There's a day of judgment, but he's gonna.
No. We all die when Jesus comes back. We all just go to sleep.
Not immediate. No, that's not how it happens.
Durka. I'm not being mean to the Muslims. It's fun. Hey, how about I become a Shiite with you and we take swords and cut our heads and for 8 hours I just march you like
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Or I could be a megachurch Christian with Kenneth Copeland drinking my blood. I could be with Erica Kirk shooting fireworks off my ass and twerking. You want me to do that? You want me to drink blood with Kenneth Copeland on a stage, fly around with like Louboutin
No, I mean,
shoes?
I get it. You got sects of Islam that are crazier than others, just like you got Christians, with rattlesnakes.
Yeah, so don't use the small minority to demonize 2 billion people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Weasel from Connecticut, the mighty Mongol, the amazing, all-powerful, sneaky
Allahu Akbar!
sneako.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Hey, I'll give you this, though. You getting in the ring with the middleweight heavyweight champion, you did take a lot of punches.
Could he knock me down, Alex?
I got to give that to you.
Did he knock me down, Alex?
No,
he didn't.
I was getting tired watching it.
So if
But
Sean
that shows-
Strickland,
that's
UFC
'cause
middleweight.
you don't even have a brain.
So what makes you think you can deport
You
me?
gotta have a brain to be
So
able to
what
get
makes
knocked
you
out.
think you can deport me if Sean Strickland can't knock me down, huh? You can't stop me. I'm coming.
No, then tell me.
Coming.
I'm coming. Durka Muhammad.
Allahu Akbar!
Yeah, I'm sure Sean Strickland was really going 100% on him. Yeah.
No women.
Takbir!
The slavery that we take the women as slaves and then
And inshallah, inshallah, you become Abdul Alex Jones.
Take care, Sneako. We'll see you.
Salam alaikum, Alex.
Live.com is where reality begins.
Salam alaikum, Alex.
Assalamu alaikum. Marry your cousin. It's so much fun.
You really have, like, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I just want to wear a nightgown. It's the style.
Yeah, kind of. What do you think Jesus wore? You keep doing this. How did Jesus dress?
Well, I don't like that about
You said
Jesus.
I
think it was
follow
better
a
if you
foreign
wore a
religion.
uniform.
Wait, Alex,
I
where's
wanna see Jesus in an
Christianity
SS
from?
uniform.
Where's Christianity from? You said I follow a foreign religion. Where's it from?
It's from the Abrahamic religion.
Oh,
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
Wow.
It comes from your Jewish supreme leaders. It comes from Abraham, who you were the bad son. You are the bad Islami. Bad, bad, bad. Abraham say, you are not the chosen. No good, sneaky. You are cursed, sneaky. You are cursed to wear nightgown and marry cousin. Bye-bye, sneaky. I love you.
hey,
I'll
stop,
see you tomorrow.
stop killing white kids. No more abortions, huh?
Dude, I agree.
No more
I apologize
abortions.
for it.
Leave Blair
You
White
never
alone.
are
Leave
central.
that young boy, Blair White
The
alone.
King of the snakes, sneaky
Leave Blair White
Sneako.
alone.
His name is a sneaky snake-o snake. All right, we love you, Sneaky.
See you tomorrow. Salam alaikum.
Bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
Durka Muhammad Jihad.
Abdul Alex Jones.
This is a gif for sure right here. I need to put that on a loop instead of this one up above me. Well, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about this. It was pretty entertaining. Yeah, I mean, it was just very silly. Bill Hicks is manifesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Alex was like when he was taking it kind of seriously at in the first half of it, he was pretty much cooking him. But then it kind of went off the rails a little bit. What time is it? It's almost 7. Yeah, I got to get going. Thank you to Jason for the dono. Appreciate that, dude. And thank you guys for hanging out. God bless.
Change.